Dr. Griffin always said that the future of Starehe lies with its alumni. Every single year, the alumni come together through the Old Starehian Society to organize an annual fundraising dinner. Last year, we raised 11 million Kenyan shillings to sponsor 40 boys and girls at Starehe. This year is no different. We want to raise 10 million Kenyan shillings or even more that will support needy boys and girls at Starehe Schools. We want to ask you, our fellow alumni, to consider giving towards this noble cause.
Having started from the humble beginning of 72 girls, we are now at 560 total. And we are aiming by 2020 will be a full school with 640. So currently the school is actually supporting 480. Those are supposed to be sponsored by the school. So we are out today here fundraising. We have to make sure that 480 girls are kept here in school.
The transformation work that we are currently carrying out at the school is essentially about 4 elements, which are what define Starehe and what's supposed to define Starehians. The first of these is about restoring a culture of care, which is what Starehe is about. In fact, our mission is to provide care and education to boys in need and transform them into exemplary and productive members of society. That is our mission at Starehe. So the first thing about the transformation agenda is restoring that culture of care. We want to restore the excellence in academics that we had previously and in co-curricular activities. We want to restore the character formation and leadership elements that are an important part of the Starehe character. And finally, we want to restore that whole concept of Starehe as a character building institution with an emphasis on self-discipline, self-leadership, and of course service to society.
It's a privilege to be here in Starehe because it's an international school which not only deals with education but also nurtures talents and more so about character molding and sends you into the world a real man. So I'm very happy to be in Starehe and I'm very grateful.
There's a lot of opportunities in the school. Actually, I've loved music since I was young. I got to the school, I'm a music student. I got to play an instrument that I never thought I could ever hold before. I play the alto saxophone and a little bit of the piano. It's just so amazing. And I feel that I can do it because of Starehe. It has given me a lot of privileges and a lot of hope in life that I can finally do whatever I've always wanted to do and make it in life in the future. Yeah.
While I was a kid, I wanted to be a father just like any other young boy. But when I grew up in primary school, I wanted to be a neurosurgeon. But when I came to Starehe, then I went for the Mombasa camp. That's where I got to know where my passion is. From there, we were visiting the marine areas in Mombasa. That's when I realized that my passion is in marine and I always want to be a marine engineer.
I would like to become a medical engineer, and through this I'm sure that I'm going to help others out there come back to Starehe, help other girls who are like me, who had a dream like me, and after I've accomplished mine, I'll show them that it's not impossible, it's possible for everyone to make it in life.
Right from its foundation in 1959, Starehe has relied on individuals and organizations of goodwill to support our mission. This school was built, developed, grown on charitable support. It was a vision of our founder, the late Dr. Jeffrey Griffin, that at some point the primary benefactors of Starehe will be Starehians. Boys who themselves went through Starehe and have made it in life to a large extent because of the opportunity that Starehe offered them. And so it is in this context that over the last 5-6 years, OSS has grown in prominence as a benefactor of the school. In addition to individual donations that individual old boys have made, donations made by groups of old boys, either as class groups or house groups or some other group formation, We have received support directly from activities of the OSS, the biggest of which of course is the annual dinner. Right now we have 11 boys in this school that are here because of the OSS annual dinner. The OSS is paying their fees, and hopefully will continue to pay their fees, covering their tuition, their upkeep, their clothes, their medical care, and everything else that entails being a child at Starehe. Yeah.
The contribution that we get so far, it's actually taking care of the 10 girls. All through the year, I am assured 10 girls will stay in school because of this dinner. And that's a great help for me, that I really don't have to go far looking for sponsorship for the 10. So I'm very grateful for this dinner and the work that the alumni are doing to help me keep 10 girls in school. Being a young school, only 13 years old, our needs are numerous. Our needs are many. Like as I sit here and as you will actually see outside there, we don't have a perimeter wall. We live in the forest with 560 girls without the wall, and that to me is scary. We need staff houses, we need a multi-purpose hall, we need an administration block, we need a store to store food and stationery. There are so many needs. Up to this year we needed extra classrooms and extra dormitory, but that has been taken care of. So now these are other needs, and especially the perimeter wall. Being the girls, I think we need a fence to at least make sure that they are gauged in and their security is guaranteed.
I'd appeal to alumni, if there is any group in the world today that understands what Starehe is about, that knows what Starehe can achieve, it is Old Starehians. This is the one group that we do not have to explain to what Starehe is about. This is the group that must therefore support Starehe going into the future. So I'd really urge you, my brothers and sisters, to provide the support in any and every way that you can. And every little bit counts. To quote an extract from our charge, remember, it's each one according to his means. Let us do this, we can do it. It is in perfect keeping with the vision of Dr. Griffin, and we do have a moral obligation to do it.